Hello, my name is Eric Pershke. This is my self-intro speech. Here are my note cards. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. These words, written by Marcus Aurelius while he was emperor of the Roman Empire from 161 to 180 CE, have been very influential over the past 4 years of my life. During his reign, Marcus faced constant war, a usurper and his closest general, and the Antonine Plague, which killed an estimated 5 to 10 million people. Marcus faced death every day and reminded himself that he could die at any minute. So make sure you live your life as if it were your last. To me, this means being a good man that people will remember fondly, not being afraid to take risks, and do things that make you uncomfortable. I embraced this idea of memento mori, remember you will die, in 2019 when I took a trip to Berlin and Amsterdam by myself. Sure, I was nervous about traveling out of the country, but I was 26 and I had already moved to Knoxville by myself when I was 19. This experience was one of the best experiences of my life. Getting to meet people from other cultures and other countries was amazing. Now, this trip to Europe wasn't the only time that I embodied my life philosophy. After 3 half marathons and 1 full marathon, I decided to apply to become a track coach at the high school that I worked at. I had no intention of coaching up until one day when I saw an email with an opening and I said to myself, that could be cool. Why not apply for it? I had no experience in coaching and I had no clue what I was getting into. I thought I would be coaching the distance kids, but I ended up being a jumps coach. Since I knew nothing about the jumping events in track and field, I had to learn. I went to clinics all over Southern California. I read countless books about running and jumping by runners and by jumpers, and I had to step out of my comfort zone and meet people to ask questions. This process of learning how to coach jumping opened my eyes to how much I love coaching. Now, over the past 3 years, coaching has become one of my biggest passions. Now, I coach the cross country and distance kids like I had planned, and I just love being able to impart the hard lessons that running teaches us to these high school kids. I love seeing their time improve race after race, even if it's by just a few seconds. The hard work and the discipline that these kids have and they put in to improve day in and day out has inspired me. I've begun running again so I can run with my athletes. Running and coaching is a big part of my life now, and I hope it will remain that way, especially in the next 10 years. Over the next 10 years, I hope to still be coaching cross country and track. I'm not sure if it'll be at the same school that I'm at now or at another school. I'm currently in California, but I would love to move back to Knoxville, so hopefully that happens in the next 10 years as well. As far as my career, I know I'll be teaching special education in a classroom, whether it's here in California or in Knoxville. It's not certain, but one thing that is for certain, I will make sure to live my life to the fullest, going on as many adventures as I can, once COVID protocols are lifted, of course, letting the idea that you could die at any moment govern your actions, words, and thoughts may be terrifying. Still, it always leads to amazing experiences and can even change your life.